Hey everyone, this is Tony from Nail Booth 16 with a quick little video. I want to show you how to glue on your press-on nails. So I have my little nails here. When you order off my online shop, you will get your nails, of course, and then you will also get this little nail kit. Inside of it, you have a thank you card. It also has instructions on how to apply your nails and how to remove them. And also it has aftercare tips, what to do after you glue your press-on nails on. Like don't use your nails as tools, avoid heat, wear gloves when you are doing dishes or submerging your hands in water, keep them clean, keep your nails free from contact with grease and chemicals. So all these things could make your nails lift prematurely. So in there you have that thank you card with the instructions. You have glue, you have adhesive, you have a file, a cuticle pusher, and alcohol wipe. So I'm going to show you how to glue on your nails. I'm not going to use the things from the kit because I don't want to waste them. So I'm going to use my metal pusher. I have a nail file. I'm going to use this with a little alcohol. And I have the glue. Okay, so when you first use your glue, you will open it and it will be closed. So to open it, you want to kind of cut at an angle, not too low, you want to cut high, so as your glue gets used up, you can cut it closer and closer and closer. So for right now, we want to cut it kind of like at an angle up top. But use a little force sometimes. And then you have your glue open. So after you have used your glue and you got your press-on nails on, you may have some glue left over. Store this in the refrigerator because that will help prolong it. Okay, so for right now, I'm just going to close that. And also you want to, before you close your glue, wipe it. So that way the cap doesn't get stuck or glued shut. Okay, so here I have my bare nails. And please don't judge my nails, they look bad, I know. But I'm going to lightly or gently push my cuticles back. I got my cuticles pushed back. I'm going to take my file, and you'll take the file that comes in here, the little pink one. And I'm just going to file my nail bed. You don't need to do it really rough, just very lightly. Go over it. You hold your file like this at a little angle and just kind of file. This will help the glue stick to the nail, so you kind of want to roughen up the nail some. If you want to, you can go in and kind of get your free edge. This nail looks so bad right there. I'm getting dust all on my little press-on down there. So you don't want to file too much because you don't want to thin your nail out too bad. You just want to rough them up. So if you have a brush, you can go through and you can kind of wipe the dust off. Okay, so next I will take my alcohol wipe. I'm just going to wipe the nail off. Okay. So now I'm only going to do one hand, but if you were doing two hands, I read somewhere that this helps. You want to start with your pinky, or you can start with your thumb, but you'll start with this pinky, you'll glue that one on, and then you'll come over here to this, to your opposite hand, and you'll glue that on, and then you'll do the same thing. Just do your ring finger, you glue this one on, and then you come over here and then glue this one on, versus gluing one whole hand at a time. It suggests that makes it easier, which I think it does. I tried it once and it did make it easier. Okay, so I'm going to apply glue to my nail. Well, okay, now it's coming. Okay. I'm gonna apply some glue to my nail. I have to check all the glue to make sure they're not hard. And I'm going to come back here and apply some. You really shouldn't have to squeeze this hard to get this glue out. I'm going to apply it to the back of this nail. Okay, then I'm going to take the nail. Might get it kind of stuck. I'm going to take the nail and I'm going to start at my cuticle. I'm going to push it kind of underneath the cuticle. And then I'm going to press. And the main thing you want to make sure is like right up in here, you really want to press right there because you want to make sure the whole nail is being glued to the press on. Because what will happen is you'll have this little gap between the nail and the press on. And not only could that cause the water to get down there and create mold, but you could cause the glue to lift. So you just want to press that down. You really want to hold it for 20-30 seconds. So I'm going to hold it for 20. And there I got my pinky on. So now if I had both hands, then I would alternate and go to this one and do this pinky. But since I'm only doing one hand, I'm just going to go straight to the ring finger. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to apply some glue. I will say I've never used this brand of glue before, but you kind of have to press really hard on it. I'm just going to make sure the glue is all over the nail. And I'm going to come to this one and put it on the back. I'm really not feeling how hard you have to press on this to get the glue out. Okay, I got it on the back of there. And then I'm going to take it. I'm sorry, I'm trying to I got the phone in my way. So I'm going to go underneath the cuticle, press, and press really hard on the free edge. Like you want the whole nail glued on. I mean, like your whole natural nail. You want it glued to the press-on. I'm holding. I'm holding there for about 20 seconds. And it should be on there. What you also might want to do is go through and just kind of pull back the skin. But you want to pull the skin away. Because once that skin gets glued to that nail, it hurts trying to get it off. And like if you do happen to glue one on that's a little crooked, you can just kind of file the side that is a little crooked. Not too much, just a little bit. It won't be real noticeable. Like it's gonna be fine. Okay, let's move on to the next. Go back to this. Try not to stick yourself together. Push to the cuticle. I'm trying to like tuck it underneath the cuticle. And then press. Hold for 20 seconds. I mean, like really pinch your finger. It might hurt a little bit, but it's okay. I'm gonna pull that skin away so it doesn't get glue. See? Very cute. Like if you really tuck that nail underneath that cuticle, it will help give it that natural look. Like sometimes you see press-ons and they look like they're sitting on top of the nail. Like you really want to push it underneath the cuticle. Okay. This nail got enough glue on it. You keep saying you ain't trying to know me.
No, I'm just trying to make.
I'm stuck.
I'm not trying to mess you up on accident, so it's just that I'm trying to
Push underneath that cuticle. And I'm gonna press. Press, 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 press hard. Hold it there. And after you have all of your press-on nails glued on, you want to let them dry. Give yourself about 30 minutes before you really start doing anything, just to ensure that they are completely dry. I'm gonna come back through and I'm gonna press right down the tip. Go ahead and try to separate that skin, make sure it's not glue. You see right there, I kind of glue my skin a little bit to my nails. So I will just take some alcohol and just wipe. Cute, right? Okay, one more. Like this length these are extra short square. This is a really comfortable length. Very natural. If you're somebody who's very active, or you're more rough, and you're gonna want the extra short. Thumb, push underneath that cuticle like that. That's why it's important to push your cuticles back, so that way you have that room to kind of tuck the nail underneath your cuticle. Oh, I'm really squeeze, especially right here on this free edge. I'm gonna really squeeze. And they are on there. Kind of move that skin away. And then I will let these sit for at least 30 minutes. I mean, before I really start doing anything like heavy duty, like washing dishes. Because if you wash dishes, you're going to want to wear gloves. You don't want to leave your hands submerged in water, because then that would create lifting. Or, make them pop off. So yes, your glue. Wipe that. And then I'm going to set this in the refrigerator. That will help prolong the glue. And then these are my nails. You can go through, you can wipe them with alcohol to kind of clean them up. If you need to, you can go through and you can file, make them kind of even. If you glue them on a little crooked, you just file kind of lightly on the edge. Kind of even them out. It won't be very noticeable if you did glue them on kind of crooked. As long as they're only slightly crooked. Not crooked, just slightly crooked. File that. And you're good to go. To remove, these nails are reusable. Granted, you do not remove them in acetone. Once you soak your nails in acetone, it's going to make the whole nail dissolve. You won't be able to use them again. But that is the most effective and quickest way to get them off. You can soak them in acetone, and within minutes, they're going to start breaking down. And you can go through with your pusher and just kind of gently, you push the cuticle back. You just kind of slightly wiggle. Not forceful, you just kind of wiggle to where it gives room, gives way. And if it doesn't, you soak them again and come back. Just try to take up the sides. But don't be forceful. Do not try to pry them off. Do not take nippers and try to cut them off. You will damage your natural nail underneath. And it may seem fine, it may seem okay, but over time, the more damage you do to your nail, the less they will restore back to their original, natural, healthy state. Like you could cause permanent damage. So do not rip these nails off. Don't try to pull them off. Don't cut them off. The best way to get them off, if you want to remove, is to soak them in acetone. If you want to reuse them again, then you can soak them in, you can go through and you can put cuticle oil underneath. I also read somewhere that you can use dish soap and then you soak them in warm water for about 15-20 minutes. Take your pusher, do the same thing, push your cuticle back, try to wiggle it off. If they don't come off easily, you put them back in the water, soak them for longer, come back and you do it again. But that is how we glue on press-ons. You can check out my press-ons at nailbooth16.com. Thank you.